Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. We've made it to Friday, another weekend coming up here. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. SAS happy Friday. Apologies for no stream yesterday. My internet was out, and it took usually. I don't know if you guys. It's probably different area by area, but I would say typically, if the internet goes out where I'm at, it's like a pretty quick fix. I would say at most like a couple hours. But where I moved to, there's a lot of trees around, and it whenever it storms, like the probability of a tree blowing over is extremely high, like considerably more than where I lived prior. So the internet here, I don't know if you guys have noticed, like the internet where I'm at right now is very good. I've never had, I feel like where I lived prior, I definitely had some internet issues at times, especially if you guys remember back a couple years ago, it was really bad. But the internet's been it's good here. It's just there's so many trees, and it was out for a considerable amount of time yesterday. I actually had to go to like a Starbucks to do some work. I think it went out at like 11 p.m. and it didn't come back on until after 4 p.m. yesterday. So there was just no way. Like by the time I would have came home after it, came back on, would have been pretty late. So apologies for no stream yesterday, but we're back today, Friday. We've got a lot to talk about. We do get an NBA Game 7 Sunday night at 8 o'clock. We've got a big MLB slate. We've got the golf tournament going on. I actually have a golf pick I like today, so I'm going to give that to you guys as well. What are can someone explain the Oklahoma City Thunder to me? I can't understand this team. And this has been going on for the entire playoffs. This team makes no sense to me. What are they doing? I don't care if that game was in Indiana. I do not care. How do you go into a game 6 with a chance to win your first championship as a franchise, and that's the effort that you put out? Like, what was that? I seriously can't believe that they lost, but it wasn't even like close. I don't know. Like they were never in the game after the first quarter. That was bizarre. I don't understand this Thunder team. I'm like rooting against them. I hope the Pacers win. I think that would be so great if the Pacers won on Sunday. In the Thunder, they've done this all postseason. They play with their food way too much. I'm tired of watching it. On paper, and even just watching, like they're so much better than this team, and they just continually play with their food. I hope the Pacers win. I don't know if I'll bet on the game. We'll definitely be betting some props, but yeah, we'll have to see. I'm gonna think about it over the weekend. Commissioner Adams told them to take 7 games. I don't know, man. They just play with their food too much. Like they turn the ball over, and like I don't know. I don't understand it. Ryan, you said any tips on how to use a bonus bet? Yeah, I mean typically I would, I would either use it on like a futures pick or something along those lines, or something that's higher odds, or like a parlay is typically what I would use it for. I would just maximize it since it's, a bonus bet. Unless it's like a $100 bonus bet or something, then I would probably just bet it, on a play and try and get the money from it. But if it's a low dollar amount, I would just probably, do a parlay of some sort, or like a futures bet, something like that. Around NFL time, I like to use them, for Super Bowl futures to cover my bases. Update on that though. So if you guys are interested, I don't know if we've like formally announced this when Steve's been on the stream at all. I can't remember, but The Rolling Insights website is getting a major update. It looks sick. So we've completely updated it and made it look better. A bunch of stuff going on the back end. So shout out to Jeff for that. I don't know if Jeff's watching, but shout out to Jeff. I think it looks great. That's going to be debuting next week. So obviously I'll show you guys that on the stream once it comes. But going hand in hand with that, the first part of my NFL draft kit. So if you guys have missed this announcement, or if you haven't been tuning in the streams or whatever, there will be a free NFL draft kit for season-long leagues on rollinginsights.com, made by myself. And it's going to be awesome. We're going to have divisional previews. We're going to have rankings, tiers, data spaces, and blog posts with the rankings and tiers, kind of going over that. Sleeper articles, fade article, my big article that's like 3,000 words on exactly how I'm drafting my team. If you guys have followed me, you know exactly what I'm talking about there. So all that stuff and some more stuff too. I'm probably missing some stuff. All that is going to be included, draft kit on the website for free. And the first part of it, which is going to be the divisional previews, those are going to be out late next week, coinciding with the debut of the new website. So if you're interested in some early summer thoughts on all the divisions, those will be up, and we'll talk about them on stream once they're up on the website, I'm sure. It'll probably be pretty quiet news-wise in the NFL. So I'm going to put we have the FSGA Chicago conference at the end of the month. It's the 30th and July 1st. So I'll be doing some drafts there. So I'll have my first run of rankings out, but we'll start ramping up the content gradually, towards the end of July. Once we get into training camp, it'll probably be pretty low news-wise, I would say, in terms of impactful stuff for the fantasy season. Once OTAs end here, and then, they come back for training camp towards the end of July. So that's when stuff will start to ramp up more, but we'll gradually be posting stuff in that draft kit throughout the month of July leading up to training camp. So I'm pretty excited for that. I'm ready for football. And then you guys know what's going to go down when football season comes. College football and NFL content is going to be crazy. Once we get to, more in the middle to end of summer, I'll pull it up on stream one day and we'll go over like the NFL content schedule and what you guys can expect, this upcoming season. But just wanted to shout out Jeff for that. The new website, I've seen it. It looks really cool. So I'm excited for you guys to, be able to interact with that. Let's start out with golf. And I'm going to give my pick for that. And then we'll look at maybe some baseball plays. And we've got, the NBA as well. If you guys have questions on anything, go ahead and ask. And I will get to that. I'm trying to check the leaderboard here. Okay, so for golf today, if you guys know, I obviously gave out my picks for that the other day. We took Keegan Bradley without Scotty Scheffler at 35-1. I think we took that at. He's firmly in the mix right here. I mean, he's tied for third right now. He's at 6 unders. Scotty's at 8 under, which doesn't matter because we've taken him out of the equation. So Austin Eckroat is at 8 under, and then there's a big group of guys at 6. So I don't know if Keegan is going to cash this for us, but it's nice to at least, going into the weekend, have someone to sweat out a little bit. Hopefully he has a big day today and kind of keep himself in that mix while we get to Sunday. So that's looking good right now. Winner without Keegan. And then for today, I like Sam Burns over Ludwig Oberg. So let me see where this is at. I think it was plus 110 when I bet it, or plus 100. See what it is on FanDuel. Yeah, plus 100. So Sam Burns over Ludwig Oberg today, 2-ball. I like Sam Burns. Very, very good stats for him yesterday. We know he is a top-of-the-line putter. If he hits the ball like his numbers, 1 unit. Sass for me. If he hits the ball like he did yesterday for this whole tournament, he might like win or come in second. I don't know. If it was Sam Burns versus Scotty on Sunday, I would obviously lean towards Scotty winning. But Sam Burns is going to be firmly in the mix in this tournament if he hits the ball like that. He hit the ball great yesterday, and we know he can putt very well. And Oberg, man, you guys know it's my guy. Like if you ask me to sit down and pick my favorite golfer, Ludwig Oberg, I think, is my favorite golfer. But he just hasn't been in good form. I know, like, we hit that big outright on him. That was actually, I remember I landed in Vegas and watched him come back and win. So that would have been in February, right around Super Bowl. We hit that outright on him, and he just hasn't been in form since then. I know he was like sick at the Masters, I think, if you guys remember that. He dealt with that whole thing. He apparently had like some migraines at the US Open. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with him, but his form has not been great. And I really like how Sam Burns is looking right now. And he's been trending anyways. I mean, he's been playing great golf the last few weeks. So I think he's three under. So Sam Burns over Ludwig Oberg plus 100. I like that for a 2-ball today. Doesn't tee off till 135, so you guys got plenty of time to get that in. If you wanted, honestly, to dabble on Sam Burns' round score, I think you could do that too. He shot 67 yesterday. And like I said, he struck the ball extremely well. If he strikes the ball like that again, he's going to shoot, mid to low 60s, I would say. And I think his prop was at 69.5 when I looked at it. Yeah. Minus 105 for 69.5. I'm taking this under 69.5 on Sam Burns as well. So a couple Sam Burns props today. We're going to be big Sam Burns backers today. If you guys want a golf sweat this afternoon. I wonder what Sam Burns is live without Scotty. Let me take a look here. Without Scotty Scheffler. 33-1. I honestly may add this. So he's 3 back, right? Or no, 5 back. Eckroat's at 8. And then he's 3 back of this big group. Yeah, I might sprinkle a quarter unit on Sam Burns without Scotty, 33-1. I think that would probably be a good ad. All right. I think that does it for golf, though. I just really like those plays. And then I'll probably sprinkle on Sam Burns at 33-1. Switch over to the baseball streets here. I didn't take any baseball picks yesterday. Obviously, my internet was out. So I was a little bit behind on research. Just been treading water all week in the baseball streets. I think that, it's Friday. So that one day we went 2-2. The other day we went 1-2 or 2-3 or something along those lines. So kind of just been treading water. Hopefully we can heat up on the weekend here. Let's look at this day game here. Cubs, Mariners. Let's take a look at George Kirby. 5.96 ERA, 4.48 expected. His hard hits are way up. Fastball's still been very good. His slider, so for reference, last year he allowed a 226 batting average with the slider. And this year he's allowing a 500 batting average with the slider. So that's really been a big probably issue for him and to why his numbers are so significantly worse than they were any year prior in his 3-year career prior to this year. His walks are also up as well. So he was like a 3% walk guy. Now he's at a 6. So he's doubled his walk percentage. And I mean, if I had to guess, without going and watching all of his pitches thrown this year, I would guess that walk rate's up because he's not trusting, that slider is just not as trustworthy to him. And so he's probably nibbling more. And, that's going to lead to more walks. So, I don't know. That's I've been a big Matt Boyd backer. I have him on my season long team. I drafted him. You guys know if you've watched the Wednesday streams, and he's been pretty good. 2.79 ERA, 3.58 expected. Strikeout rate is fine. He's really in the midst. It started last year with Cleveland late in the season, had that big playoff start. Kind of in a career renaissance year for Matt Boyd. Total on this is 9.5. I'd honestly probably lean. I'd probably lean the Cubs side, but I don't really like this enough to play it at -144. Rangers are big favorites over the Pirates. That's not really shocking to me. Yankees are massive favorites over the Orioles. Oh, can we just for a second, if you guys have followed along the stream this week, we took Angels Yankees over. It went under. The next day we ran it back and we took Angels Yankees over. And then we didn't take it yesterday, I think, and it went over. So, I mean, that's just great. That's just fantastic. The Yankees are really starting to piss me off, I'm going to be honest with you. I like the Rays here. At least I kind of did. I don't know. Those splits look a little bit concerning. Jack Flaherty. I mean, he has good numbers. Shane Baz. I don't know. This is a little weird. I like the Rays. I thought they would be underdogs, though. I don't know if I like them as much as slight favorites. Let me think about that one. Phillies, Zach Wheeler, pretty big favorite there. Ooh, might be able to get in on the A's tonight, maybe. I like this under in this game tonight. Hayden Birdsong just continues to get it done. I mean, I can't really understand it, but he just does. I'm gonna go under. Under 7.5 Red Sox Giants will be a play for me. I kind of like the A's. I kind of like the Rays. I kind of like. Some of these games are just weird. I don't really have a feel on any of these games. What about props? Let's take a look here. I definitely want to look at some Astros stuff, maybe. Just because, I mean, if we just think about the Astros lineup, it's going to be pretty much, I mean, they should have 8 or 9 righties in there tonight against Kikuchi. And I don't think he's been very good against the Astros in his career. And we've kind of been riding Yainer Diaz a little bit in the DFS streets. let's see here. Let's look at the Astros expected stats. Yainer Diaz is second on the team in expected WOBA. Now, none of these guys have good expected WOBA, but Yainer Diaz has a 293 weighted on base, 341 expected. So that's a massive differential. A 244 batting average, 277 expected. That's also a massive differential. And we've kind of been riding him, to be honest. So if we look at Kikuchi, he's due for a little bit of regression as well. Pretty concerning 12% walk rate there. He throws sliders and fastballs. It's like 60-ish, 70% actually of his pitch mix. Four-seam fastball has not been good. So let's look at Diaz against fastball slider. Very good fastball numbers last year and this year. He has a 300 batting average and a 59% hard hit rate against fastballs this year. Slider, there's a large gap between his actual batting average and expected. Last year, he was a good slider hitter, 291 batting average, 50% hard hit rate. All right, Yainer Diaz, I like. Do we want to take him hits, runs, RBIs, or do we want to? I think we could sprinkle home run. Do we want to take bases? He's minus 110 for 2 bases. I'd probably take hits, runs, RBIs. Let me see if I can see what his price is on that. I hate how FanDuel doesn't post that till later in the day, so I can never see it on this stream. Check DraftKings. Bet365, if you haven't, might have a better line for you. He's minus 150 for 2. I don't know if I can play that. I think what we do is bet him to record an RBI, and then I'm going to sprinkle on the home run at plus 480. So Yainer Diaz, I'm definitely interested in tonight, prop-wise. Let's see what else we can find here. Let's see. I mean, Brady Singer, I mean, this is a decent total at 9. Brady Singer has been kind of up and down all year. We know he throws a lot of sinkers. So we could look at Cardinals hitters against sinkers. First, we'll look at Cardinals expected stats. Ivan Herrera leads the team, 379 expected WOBA. Wilson Contreras is second at 378. And then we have Brendan Donovan at 364. Nobody else has anything good at all. So I think Contreras or Donovan would be the look here. Or I guess Herrera too. But let's see. We'll start with Contreras against sinkers. Let's see. Last year, oh my Lord. Last year against sinkers, Wilson Contreras, 395 batting average, 49% hard hit rate. Let's go back to the year prior. 300 batting average, 57% hard hit rate. Looking pretty tasty here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's check recent form. How's he been hitting the ball lately? So we'll go. If you guys are wondering how I'm looking at this, since it's not on my screen, for recent form, I think easiest is probably Fangraphs. So you just pull up go under like leaders and then batting, and then you can go splits. I'll go like last 14 or last 7 days, and then you can just look at everybody under the batted ball section, or you can toggle by team. I usually just go to team to make it quicker. He leads the team. Oh, yeah. Last 14 days, leads the team in hard hit rate, 42%, with a 47% fly ball rate. We love to see that. Pretty low BABIP as well, only 233. Wilson Contreras. Welcome to the bet sheet here. What's he for a home run? Oh, yeah. Hits, runs, RBIs. Let me take a look here. Let's see. Oh, sorry if it's super dark. I just realized I don't have my lamp on over here. Apologies. Where's this game at? Here we go. Wilson Contreras, hits, runs, RBIs. Minus 145. Man, they're just being stingy. I just really don't want to bet it at that price. What is he to record an RBI? Plus 135. I might just be a home run bet. I might just end up betting these guys to hit a home run. So Yainer Diaz, Wilson Contreras going on the home run list. Let's see if we can find one more. Let's find one more, and we'll play them straight by themselves, and then we'll parlay them as well, just for some fun here. Let's see. I mean, I'm interested here in this game, most definitely. So, I mean, let's look at Jeffrey Springs. Or here, we'll look at Bybee first. So Tanner Bybee, four-seam fastball 30% of the time, cutter 20%, sweeper. I mean, he's pretty mixed up after that four-seamer. But his fastball has not been great. So just for reference, last year he got a 22% whiff rate with that fastball. This year it's down to 13%. He's given up a 312 expected batting average. Let's go to let's look at the A's. Brent Rooker far and away leads the team in expected WOBA at 397. Soderstrom is second at 365. Kurtz is like, everyone else is kind of meh. So I think Rooker or Soderstrom's really where we would be looking here, which is no shocker. Soderstrom has the platoon advantage. Let's check Tanner Bybee against lefties and righties. Do we have a big gap at all? If we look at just this season, against the lefties, 229 batting average, 247 against righties. Home runs pretty even between the two sides. Let's look at last year. We want a little bit bigger sample size. Last year was pretty different between righties and lefties. Home runs was pretty even, but 190 batting average to righties, 263 to lefties. I mean, that's a pretty sizable gap, even though the home runs are kind of the same. Let's look at 2023 as well. And then it's kind of split there. I don't know. I don't think we need to take much here from a side of the plate. I think we can just kind of go with it. So let's check Rooker. He's been very bad against fastballs this year. 183 batting average, 260 expected, but I don't know. It could just be weird because he's been good against fastballs the last 2 years. But this year, not very good. Soderstrom, pretty big splits against fastballs last year and this year. So let's look here. We're getting better odds on Soderstrom. Let's check their recent form. We'll go last 14 days. A's. Soderstrom, pretty bad. Rooker looks way better the last 14 days. So I guess he's the pick. All right, 3 home run picks Friday night. Brent Rooker, Wilson Contreras, Yainer Diaz. I'm going to play these guys by themselves. So those will be like quarter unit. And then I'm going to parlay them together for like a tenth of a unit just for some fun. And then I'm definitely taking that under 7.5 Boston and the Giants. This moved to -110 just now. So if you're going to take this, I would take it. I don't know. I don't understand why this should be at like another stroke lower. I thought this would be at 68.5 when I went to bet it at 69. So I'm going to take that. I like that Sam Burns under today. All right. Got some home run picks. We got some golf picks. As for basketball, what's your guys' thoughts? If you're in the chat, talk to me. Where do we sit on this? Like, are the Thunder going to blow them out? The line's 7.5. What are you guys thinking on that? Because I'm leaning that the Thunder should blow them out, although I thought the Thunder should sweep them, and they just keep. I don't know. I can't figure them out. So I'm just kind of tired of betting on them, to be honest with you. They don't make any sense to me. Scotty's even through 4 today, man. There is some room for if he could just like if we could get Scotty out of here at like 12 under, there's some room for somebody to make a run up there today, preferably Mr. Sam Burns or Mr. Nick Taylor down here at 4 under. We have him, or Mr. Keegan Bradley, obviously. We have him as well. We need to get one of Taylor, Keegan, or Burns in the mix going to Saturday. That would be extremely ideal. Thunder roll. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning, but this moved down too. This was 33-1. Sam Burns is 30-1 now. That moved down. All right. No streams on the weekend, but I may pop a stream Sunday. We'll do like a quick one just for Game 7. So look for that at 11. I'll tweet out. I'll tweet out Sunday, but we'll pop like a 20-minute stream on Sunday to talk Game 7, picks and props and all that stuff. So look out for that on the weekend. Tomorrow, if you want any content from me, I will be on Sports Card Live. So shout out to Jeremy Lee. Go give him a follow. Subscribe to his YouTube. It should be late. It'll be late tomorrow night, 11, 12 a.m. So if you guys are bored in bed and want something to watch, I will be on your screens. Sports Cards Live tomorrow night, talking, some sports cards. Good luck tonight if you're playing DFS. Betting. Go Sam Burns. Go Keegan Bradley. Go Nick Taylor. Good luck this weekend, and I'll see everybody on Sunday.